Testing. Hello, hello. Sorry about that. Went out of commission there for a second with my microphone. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to day 9 of the Richfield SA Chess tournament. I hope that everyone is well and excited for today's matchup, as we have got the two most powerful teams out of 6 competing against one another today. Just going to quickly turn that off. Okay, so let's have a look at the schedule today, and let's see what we've got underway for us. We have got, on the left-hand side, we've got Umhlanga Knights with Tranquil Fishy, Hypnos the Great, Thrishin, and Dahiwa Don. And on the right-hand side, we've got Musgrave Kings with Iron Solo, who is currently the best player in the tournament. Alongside that, following second is Tranquil Fishy, tied with a Polokwane player named Intako. But anyway, we have Iron Solo, Shaylin, Mr. Dunn, and Joshi. So the first of 4 rounds will be commencing between 4:15 and 11:45. This is the last, I think this is either the last or the second last game for Umhlanga. I can't remember. I can't imagine it being the last, though. Have they versed Polokwane? Yes. Have they versed Pretoria? Yes. Have they versed Newton? I believe they have. I think so. They have versed us. This could very well be their last game. Considering that they are way stacked on the board, kind of will set a little bit of a bar for everybody today. If you guys have just joined us, welcome aboard. I welcome you to comment. I see that 25% of you are on Umhlanga Knight's side for today's winning bracket, and 75 is leaning towards Musgrave Kings. I don't know if it's like a rebellion thing, because I mean, Umhlanga is winning the tournament so far, so I don't know if you guys are just really hoping that someone can take that first place spot, or maybe you're just from Musgrave campus. I wouldn't know, but anyway, let me move back over here. So we have got, for round 1, we've got Iron Solo versus Tranquil Fishy, we've got Shaylin versus Hypnos the Great, and we've got Mr. Dunn versus Thrishin, as well as Joshi versus Dahiwa Don. So personally, I think the one game that I'm looking forward to seeing the most is Iron Solo versus Tranquil Fishy, because they're both very much undefeated. Tranquil's only lost 1 game. Iron Solo hasn't. I think that's going to be the biggest clash, because they are 2 of the best players out of, let's do the math here, 20 players? I lied, 24. It has to be 24. There's 4 players in each team, so just multiply that by 6. We have 24 there. Anyway, so I definitely, by all means, I'm going to get that stream going. If you've just joined us now, welcome aboard. You are in for one heck of a game today. We have got the 2 best players versing each other in the very first round. Iron Solo, who is undefeated with 12 wins, versus Tranquil Fishy, who has got 11 wins and 1 loss. That is going to be one heck of a game. And I see that bracket is currently moving a little bit. I think more people are still leaning towards Musgrave over Umhlanga, but I'm sure that Umhlanga will get themselves together. I'm going to quickly just make sure that my music is in order for all of you guys before I give the campus captains a call, if they are in fact available. All right, so let's just turn that off, close this up, and let's get my WhatsApp open. It's going to take a minute. But how are you guys doing? In the comments, who are you most excited to see play today? Right. Let's see if we can give Alex from Umhlanga campus a call first. I do see at the moment it just says calling but not ringing. Sometimes it takes a couple of attempts and then it comes right. But let's try now. And we've got a ring.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm fantastic, thank you, Alex. Are you and your team ready to slay the day?
100%. We are ready to do our very best, like we've done before.
Good stuff. You know that you guys are versing the second hardest team at the moment.
Second hardest.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are currently the winning team, but the second winning team currently is Musgrave Campus. And in the very first round, we've got 2 of the best players versing each other, because Tranquil Fishy, on your side, is the second best player statistically currently, with 11 wins and 1 loss. but he's versing Iron Solo. Iron Solo has not gotten one loss yet.
Yo,
Yeah, he is
well,
undefeated. So I'm gonna, by all means, I'm gonna make sure that we have that game streamed first. But are you a little nervous for Tranquil, or do you think he can take him?
I think today Umhlanga is in for a challenge, but you know what? I think we have the power. We have the power to do our best. So I'm sure that the best team will come up triumphant.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Alex. I'm gonna give the other campus a call quick.
Sure,
Best
thank
of
you.
luck to your team. Please send a shout out to your boys. Do you want to send a shout out to anybody on the stream?
No, it's a for Mr. Sim. Thank you, sir, once again for all that you do. We really appreciate you. Okay, sure.
Happiness. I love it. All right. Catch you later, Alex.
Okay, bye.
Good stuff. All right. Sweet. If anyone here isn't from Richfield, by the way, and you're wondering why are we streaming on Monday instead of Wednesday, Centurion campus and Umhlanga campus agreed to switch from Wednesday. I mean, obviously Musgrave as well. We agreed to switch up to Monday as it was inconvenient for two campuses involving me as well for Wednesday. I'm running a men's mental health awareness program on Wednesday for my campus. So I personally wouldn't have been able to stream on that day. But anyway, and I believe Umhlanga campus wouldn't have been able to play either because they also have the function. But anyway, let's give Joshua Governor from Musgrave a call. Let's see what's happening. Hello, hello.
Yo, bro, what's up?
Good on you, Mr. Governor.
All good, man.
Fantastic. Are you aware that you are going up against the hardest team today?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Umhlanga is quite strong.
And you guys are
We
not
just
far
hope to we just hope to match that.
Yeah, I mean, they're actually
You know,
pretty
we love a
confident.
good challenge.
They're actually pretty confident over you, eh? I don't know how you guys should feel about
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
but they don't seem too intimidated. And I mean, we've got two of the best players versing each other in the first round, Tranquil Fishy and Iron Solo. And your Iron Solo is undefeated, eh? Isn't that a good little piece of your own to pull out?
I mean, just another piece to add there, hey? Like Iron Solo is the only guy that won against a cheetah. So
Yo, that is
just
true.
that's
Yo,
just that, eh?
yo.
Imagine that.
Bro's throwing shade, okay. But I mean, yeah, I don't know if the audience heard that guy in the background laughing his ass off there. But anyway, that is no comment on that. I don't know if anybody wants to comment about that in the comments. But anyway,
Yeah, but
just
yo, for a long time we have been looking forward to Umhlanga. I actually just realized this morning that last week when I was posting the scores for our match against Pretoria, I actually wrote Umhlanga versus Pretoria and then posted the score. You know, it's just it's just my mind was on Umhlanga since then. You know, so we've all been like really looking forward to this match, and like I hope we give them a good show.
I'm so excited for you guys as well. And this sounds like there's a lot of passive aggressiveness here. If I'm being perfectly honest, you might deny it. But either way, I'm welcoming it. I'm sure there'll be good sportsmanship, but I think that there's going to be quite a lot of rivalry today. So to you and your...
it's actually a little bit more than that.
Yeah?
See, because I have family in Umhlanga, so this is like a family feud for me.
Oh, my soul. Okay.
Yeah.
We
So
got a
this is like-
family feud
yeah.
in the chat. Okay, well, this is going to be one heck of an interesting day.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
if my cousins are watching, shout out to them.
Oh, damn. It's that, it's always the cousins, man. It's always the
Yeah.
cousins. But yeah, listen, you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Oh yeah, to my mom, my dad, my cousins, love you all. And yeah, thanks for the support.
And obviously, most
And to
importantly,
Umhlanga, all the best of luck.
yeah, good stuff. And obviously to those cousins or whoever who's in Umhlanga, don't take this personally. Or maybe do take it personally. I don't know. But he gets a,
Yeah.
But anyway, Joshua, it was lacquer chatting to you. All the best for your team. Please send my regards. And yeah, I'll catch you in the game.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Au revoir. Right. That was one interesting call. Let's have a look at the chat and see who's saying what here. Sound Shocker's laughing himself silly over here. Hanan says, all the best in Umhlanga. Sound Shocker says, go Musgrave Kings. And Natsuo says, Dahiu. I think he said Dahiwi. I'm pretty sure he meant Dahiwe. Makes us proud. And then Sound Shocker sending trophies saying, go and win Musgrave Kings. So we definitely have a lot of rivalry here today. We have got Musgrave Kings sitting at 64% and Umhlanga Knights sitting at 36%. You know what, guys? Bring whoever you want, because today I think I'm going to commentate the heck out of this game, at least for the first round. Between Tranquil and Iron Solo, this is the game of the tournament. This is the game we've all been waiting for. This is the game that will decipher who's going to win this tournament. Between Musgrave and Umhlanga, whoever comes out on top today is most likely to win the entire tournament. It's the most important one. So I'm going to quickly go on over. I see that the schedule has been open this entire time. I'm going to quickly move on over to full screen just to show you guys what the score is happening here. We've got Centurion sitting at 14.5 points. We have got Musgrave at 26 points, Polokwane at 24, Umhlanga at 33.5, and Newton at 9, as well as Pretoria at 16. So we have got very, very, very close stuff between Pretoria and Centurion, and a very, very, very close rivalry between Polokwane and Musgrave. But that's not the most important thing here, because Musgrave's in second place, Umhlanga's in first, and the top two are versing each other today. So if Musgrave can pull a fast one on Umhlanga and throw them right down on the floor, we could actually see Musgrave taking first place today. Now hear me out, I know that sounds far-fetched. It's a 9-point difference. I know. But Musgrave, I think, has only played 3 games. You can get up to 16 points in one game. So I would imagine, judging by a 26, I think they've only played 3 out of 5, and I think this is Umhlanga's last game. So it looks like, it's a toughie. It's really a toughie. I mean, we have a look at these points here. Raul's only sitting at 1 point. Shaylin's sitting at 4. Oh, and if Musgrave had a player anywhere like Iron Solo, just in place of Raul, they would be unstoppable. So I'm very glad that there's a balance here in the tournament. I mean, look here, Tranquil Fishy, he's got 11 points. But you see, here's the thing, right? Check this out. We've got 8.5, 7, 7, 11. You look at Umhlanga Campus, so we've got 1, 4, and then we have 7 and 12. I think that Umhlanga Campus is the most consistent team. I mean, we do have Mr. Dunn, who's also sitting at 1.5 points. But that's why I'm saying Umhlanga is untouched, because they have got a unit for a team. Anyway, I'm going to switch on over to the schedule just for a minute or two whilst we have a look and see if the games have started getting underway. And then we are going to try, by all means, to get that game between Iron Solo and Tranquil Fishy. That's the game that everyone wants to see today. I don't care if we have objections. That's what we want. I see Sound Shocker agreeing with me, saying, yes, absolutely. We are here to see it. So please bring along whoever you want. Tell your whole campus about it. Scream in the halls and the corridors saying, guys, the biggest game of the tournament is happening right now. We have got some heavy, heavy, heavy stuff happening here. I'm just going to quickly comment on my admin group that we have got the biggest game happening now. I'm going to quickly move over to the admin and just say here, a warning. Biggest game of the chess tournament happening right now on stream. Tranquil Fishy versus Iron Solo, the 2 best players in the entire tournament. And there we go. Let's quickly move this on over to the Richfield SA and let's see how many people we can rake up before we get this match underway. Let me also refresh my page just to see if anything has begun, because I don't want anybody missing out on any of that action. I see Iron Solo hasn't started the game just yet, but we will carefully observe them. Very carefully observe them. Let's see if we've got anyone else joining us here, because if they are, we want to give a shout out and just let them know what's happening. We've got one new viewer here, just letting them know we've got the biggest game of the tournament happening right now. So I'm just going to refresh again, see if we've got anything happening here. Currently, no. I think everyone's waiting on the dot, but it is 11:15 now, so we can definitely start this game. Anything yet? I know the gents are still sending their invites. Just waiting on that. Just waiting on that. I think we're all getting a little bit nerve-wracked here. Who's going to win? I want to know in the comments. Between Iron Solo, the undefeated, and Tranquil Fishy with only one loss, who's going to win today? Will we see Iron Solo lose for the first time? Are we going to see Umhlanga Campus rebel against the Iron Wall today? I see that for the bracket, we've got Musgrave King sitting at 56, and we've got Umhlanga Knight sitting at 44. So we actually have a lot of hopeful people for Umhlanga today, and I love to see that. I see that Iron Solo started his game. I'm going to switch that on over, transition that. Let's go half-grid board, and let's get this party started. Oh, I am excited. And come on, load us in, Chief. Okay, good stuff. So we currently have Tranquil Fishy representing white. We've got Iron Solo representing black. And we have got some pawns and knights so far on the board. Obviously, the time is going to be neck and neck because we have just begun this game. And we have got an immediate attack from Tranquil Fishy, moving his bishop up to b5. But yeah, look at this. We've got two bishops now on row 5 here. I'm not sure what the play is, but I can definitely see that Iron Solo is looking for a quick checkmate. I think he wants to end this quick. I don't know if he's going to pull out his queen right through to h4? But no, he's going to move his knight out instead onto 6f. It looks like both competitors are trying their absolute hardest to convert themselves on having the advantage on time. We've got an immediate castle from Iron Solo here, moving his castle onto the right side of the board. And look at this, we've got Tranquil also moving onto the right side of the board here. Obviously for Iron Solo it'll be left though, but for our view's sake, it'll be right side. We've got a pawn now that's been moved onto d6, protecting that bishop and the other pawn that's sitting on e5. And then to retaliate, we've got Tranquil Fishy moving up his castle onto e1. I'm not sure what the play is there. I don't know if he's just trying to get board coverage, but very excited here. These players look so confident right now. And you know, you look at their rapid ratings. We've got 1,245 for Tranquil Fishy, 1,506 for Iron Solo. Woo! We have got a close game here, and these are some fierce beings. And now Iron Solo moves his knight up to d4. I don't know if he's trying to look for a little bit of a fork between the castles. Obviously, that's not really possible right now unless that queen moves. So I think he's forbidding the queen from moving anyway, which can be a bit problematic considering that bishop over at 5c. That's just very subtly sitting there quietly, waiting to pull something. Will they trade knights between the knight over at f3 and 4d? I have no idea. I don't know if that's a safe way to do it, but we have got now a bishop that's moved one piece backward. My bad. Backwards now. It looks like he's trying to give a little bit of instability for that king that's sitting all the way at 8g. Not sure what the play is going to be there. Can I read any of these opponents? Can I foreshadow? Absolutely not. Why do you think I lost to both of these players? Because they are titans. These guys are the ones who, I mean, they define this game. We have got Iron Solo who's moved up his pawn now, for whatever reason, to 5a, unguarded. I'm not sure if he's just trying to clear a path for his castle. But yes, we have got Tranquil who's now going to trade knights. And the response is Iron Solo moving his bishop to trade that out instead of the pawn. And so we have got the knight not being put into any jeopardy right now from Tranquil Fishy. He's moved his knight back onto e2. And so threatening that bishop, it could still be traded out though, even if he does take that bishop. But I don't know. Will Iron Solo move his bishop back? Is he more of a bishop or a knight player? This is the question. We do not know majority of these players. That's kind of the thing. Do you roll with bishops or do you roll with knights? I know that there are players who are more than happy to be all-rounders working with both. Judging by the player, I'm going to take a gamble and say Iron Solo is more of a bishop player. But I'm going to assume as well that Tranquil does not like to work against knights. But yeah, look at this. Iron Solo does move his bishop back, so it looks like he does value his bishops over his knights. So I suppose if Tranquil would, if he is able to eliminate both bishops from Iron Solo, maybe that's just the key. Maybe that's exactly what Umhlanga has been looking for. Just my guess here, but he moves his knight now onto 3g. I don't know if he's trying to find a little bit of a fork here. I'm looking at that pawn over at 7f, considering it's being looked over by that bishop at c4. And I'm just wondering, will the knight move up to h5 or some other block along row 5, and try to fork in some sort of way. No idea. But Iron Solo's moved up his pawn now. I'm not sure what the play is there. I don't know if he's just trying to get more board coverage, but I suppose it makes sense. He's moved it up to 6c now. Let's see how Tranquil will respond, because currently he's the one with less time by approximately 20 seconds. And is this going to be a persistent thing? Is this going to be something where he's going to be always a couple seconds short? I do not know. Let's have a look at the comments and see. Sound Shock is saying Iron Solo for the win. So, okay, so we got a lot of confidence with regards to the Iron Solo. I mean, he is undefeated, but it would be pretty cool to see him get defeated today. Nothing against Musgrave, but here's the thing. If Tranquil can't beat Iron Solo, nobody can. Like, statistically, nobody can. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, now we have Tranquil moving up. Okay, so here's the thing. I think he's making some space now for his queen. I'm not sure how he wants to retaliate, apart from the fact that if he moves his queen up to b3, he could have that little bit of coverage required for that bishop, and then he could swoop right in there. Problem is, if the bishop gets traded out by the castle over at f8, the queen is not going to trade that out. The king will just snatch up that queen. So it's not exactly a good play. But that was my prediction at one stage. Iron Solo now having time ticking away for him, but he's got like well over an additional 20 seconds. So he should be good to go at the moment. We've got 14 viewers here. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard. Just to let you know, we've got two of the roughest, toughest players versing each other. One representing Umhlanga campus for Richfield, and the other one Musgrave campus from Richfield. We've got Iron Solo, who's moved his pawn down from looks like 7b up to 5b now, threatening that bishop. He wants that bishop moved. He's starting to get a little bit nerve-wracked about that bishop watching over in the king's den. So obviously, I'm assuming that Tranquil's going to want to move that bishop, but is he going to want to move it backwards? As in towards, like, let's say, b3? Because if he does that, all right, never mind. Excuse me. He is looking for a trade-off. You want to take my bishop? I'm happy to take your bishop. I think he's well aware that bishops are the most valuable pieces to Iron Solo, at least in my opinion here. So let's see here. Will they trade out? You know, if Iron Solo doesn't trade this one out, I'm going to laugh so hard, because that will mean exactly what I predicted, and that is that Iron Solo values his bishop pieces. But anyway, giving out these call-outs today, because if this is Umhlanga's last game, I don't see anyone using my comments as fuel here. But anyway, okay, yeah, look at this. Iron Solo will not take it. He will rather move his bishop back. He values these bishops so much. I wish I knew this sooner, but this might just be the weakness that Tranquil Fishy is looking for. If he can find ways to fork or get those bishops out of the board, he may stand a chance. I don't think Iron Solo is as inclined when it comes to the knights. And speaking of which, Tranquil is now going to trade out. It looks to be a pawn for a pawn. But if Iron Solo takes this pawn now, Tranquil might want to trade out queens. And I mean, if I know anything, if someone values bishops, they'll very much value diagonal movement when it comes to a queen. So is Iron Solo willing to take the bait? Because obviously if he moves his queen out the way in some sort of way, if he doesn't follow through in this, the knight could very much go. Another pawn could go. I mean, Tranquil's sitting 1 point ahead at the moment. And is it going to stay that way? Is it going to go 2? Is it going to go to 0? We do not know. But anyway, yeah, we got 52% for Musgrave Kings and 48% for Umhlanga Knights. It is very close. We've got 21 votes, people. 21 votes. And it looks like we have evened out the odds just about on that voting poll. Now Iron Solo is the one sitting at a time disadvantage. He's now 20 seconds behind Tranquil Fishy, and he's just continuing to lose time now. I think that Tranquil Fishy is starting to read and understand Iron Solo from a passive point of view. So what is going to be the play here? Oh, very, very exciting stuff, because this could very much determine how the rest of this game will end up going. Not to mention, Tranquil's completely ignoring the fact that he's got a bishop that is currently sitting in jeopardy. So maybe Iron Solo wants to trade out that bishop instead. Maybe he's willing to go, okay, well, even if I trade out your bishop and you trade out my pawn, you know, well, there you have it. He's going to do it in any case. But you see here the knight's been traded out, so it's still a 1 point lead for Tranquil. But now that queen's going to come out. It looks like he was not willing to get that queen sacrificed by any means necessary. It looks like Iron Solo is done playing, and the game is evened out. Even though Iron Solo's got a little bit of a time disadvantage, I would say he's got an overall board advantage. I mean, that queen being out and about there without being in any sort of jeopardy, it's big. It's definitely big. Will Tranquil try to threaten this queen in any sort of way with that knight? Don't think so. But that king of Tranquil Fishies is sitting very uncomfortably at the moment. I mean, considering that... If that queen... I mean, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. We have got bishop over at b6, watching over that pawn. And yeah, as you can see, Tranquil is completely caught onto what's happening there. And he's going to respond with the bishop moving over... his bishop moving onto e3. So either he wants to trade out bishops, which he knows will be a little bit of a disadvantage for Iron Solo, or maybe Iron Solo won't follow through with it. But either way, problem is, if they cancel out, we're going to have that king 1 pawn wall down. So I'm not really sure. It's a little bit of a risky play for either players, but mostly Tranquil Fishy. I think Tranquil Fishy is playing a lot more defensively now. I think Iron Solo is trying to stand his ground and say, hey, this is my territory. This is my tournament. Like, let me have this. Genuinely don't know what the play is going to be now. I don't think that Iron Solo is going to trade that. He seems very, very resourceful when it comes to his bishops. I mean, both his knights are gone. He's untouched by that. And Tranquil's got a little bit of a one-on-one between one knight and one bishop, but I don't even know who's got the advantage here, man. Excuse my yawning. Wow, this is waking me up big time. Also, lack of oxygen. I've been talking, but anyway. Iron Solo now is running very short on time by almost 3 minutes. So yeah, look at this. He will not have that bishop taken away from him, which I think Tranquil Fish is going to realize now, hey, listen, this might just be the little stretch that I'm looking for. Look at this. He is going to threaten the queen, forcing the queen to move away, if not retaliate by taking some sort of piece, which it can't currently, unless he wants to make a blunder. And that bishop is now going to once again get in the king's space. It is very, very... One thing I've learned is the amount of times I've been forked because a queen was in the way of a king. And you had no choice but just trade. Oh, my word. The PTSD. But yeah, Iron Solo now sitting at just over 10 points. Tranquil has got the time advantage here. If he can just keep up like this, Tranquil could actually very well be the very first player out of 12 people, I lie, 13 people, to actually beat this guy. This is the first time I think Iron Solo is actually seeing his height. This guy's seeing his ass straight up. Like, I mean, yes, they both neck and neck, but the time, under 10 minutes left for Iron Solo. Tranquil is sitting so comfortably on the time here, but he needs to be careful not to let Iron Solo think on his time, if you understand what I'm saying there. So, yeah, not sure what's going to... But look at this. Iron Solo is now moving his queen up. It looks like I'm not sure why he's moved his queen onto g5. I can't see him trying to look for a snag of the knight. I mean, it's being protected by that pawn. What is the play? Like, what is the play here? And look at this. Today's bracket, we've got Musgrave Kings now sitting at 50% and Umhlanga Knights at 50%. So it looks... Ooh. Gosh, I'm very, very stoked here. The best team in the game versus the best player in the game, as well as the second best team. Anyway, let's see how Tranquil's going to respond. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, he needs to play in such a way that he doesn't let Iron Solo think on his time now. Because now his time's ticking away. Iron Solo could make a quick move in response to whatever Tranquil's going to do, because now he's giving Iron Solo time to think about what he wants to do next with this queen. If anything, I genuinely don't know what it is, because I do notice he does have still that bishop that's been untouched over at 8c, but even then, he's got nothing to pick out. He genuinely has nothing to pick out. So what is going to be the player? We'll find out shortly. But yeah, look at this Tranquil Fishy now with 12 minutes left, just under 12 minutes, and that time is going to work in Iron Solo's favor. So now all that precious advantage when it came to time is just, it's slipping away slowly. We got one voter who's now voted in Umhlanga Knights and now broken the 50-50 to 48-52. So what was once Musgrave being the leaders of that bracket has now switched turntables over to Umhlanga campus. And Tranquil Fishy are just consuming time. He's got 30 seconds more down. What will he do? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like it's raining over on my side here. I do apologize if there's a little bit of latency or if there's a little bit of a delay in the stream today. I do apologize. I know that as long as we can see the end of this game, that's the most important thing. Never really tested the stream setup over in a rainy weather, but anyway, you know how South Africa is around about this time of year. Rainy seasons towards Christmas, but anyway. And looks like here, I've completely missed it. Tranquil Fishy's moved his bishop down onto e3, and now Iron Solo has got 9 minutes and 30 seconds to respond. So Tranquil is threatening the queen, forcing the queen to move somewhere elsewhere, but where's it going to go? Like, where's it going to go? He cannot move on to... Oh, well, never mind. That's where he's going to move. He's going to take a step back onto 6G. Again, like what I said, very, very dangerous when you put a queen on the same row or column as a king. I mean, yes, there's a pawn in between, but either way, it is still bloody risky. We've got Katani saying, shout out to you, Shelton. Great hosting. My man, I don't even know if you're a man or woman. Okay, I'm just, you know what? Whatever. You are my homie. I love you so much. Thank you for the shout outs. I appreciate you. What I also appreciate, guys, is you guys are the first people, like in my entire life, who genuinely spell my name correct. Like, how many people will spell my name with an Shelton? Because I get it, it's pronounced that way, but I appreciate that one from you, my guy. Really, really big shout out to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone on the stream. Coming back to the game now, Tranquil Fishy is sitting on just over 10 minutes, but his time is catching up to Iron Solo. What's going to happen here? Like, it looks like, is Tranquil going to lose more time than Iron Solo at the end of this day? I mean, do either players have a plan? And Tranquil, I don't think he does. And I think him moving that pawn is actually a bit of a mistake, in my opinion. Here's why. That bishop that I told you about earlier over at 8C, that's watching that empty block now. That might just be the reason why this king gets exposed. Maybe a trade-off between a pawn and a bishop isn't so bad because that king is going to be fully exposed to that queen. Tranquil has not touched his queen, by the way. I've just realized now. Like, if he actually put a little bit of work into that queen there, could he actually make something happen? Got no clue. But anyway, Iron Soda sitting at just under 9 minutes now. How is he going to preserve his time? Because time is money here, people. Time is wins. Time is everything. What is going to happen to the pieces on the chessboard? Iron Solo's comprehending some sort of a plan. Has he got a plan? I don't have a plan for him. I don't know what I would do in the situation. This is above my pay grade, ladies and gentlemen. This is above my pay grade to completely understand what the freak is going on. By the way, to everybody who's listening and participating in this chess tournament, we have received Take-A-Lot vouchers regarding the best player as well as the best team. So it looks like these two players are pretty much fighting for a little voucher of their own. And then Moki Lane is responding to us very soon with regards to prizes as well. That has not been confirmed yet. I really hope it'll be something good for all of us. Because, I mean, every player deserves a little something, and they really do. And I'm doing the best I can to make that happen. But either way, even if we don't pull through on prizes, I hope that we are having fun. This is the first event where we've had almost every single campus in unity together, just enjoying the game, just having something in common. And I hope that this will continue for years to come. So 16 viewers here. Welcome aboard to whoever's just joined us now. We have got the two biggest players versing each other, and we have got Iron Solo now, who's moved his bishop straight. You remember what I told you guys? You remember what I told you? That bishop right down to g4, threatening the queen. He's saying, all right, you can wake that queen up now. I've had enough of this rubbish. Why are you baiting me? And Tranquil's going to be forced to move that. He cannot switch. He can't trade that bishop. And that bishop is also going to force coverage of all those white blocks right by the king. And I'm pretty sure that Iron Solo's queen is going to take full advantage of that. However, None of those blocks are safe to actually put a queen on, or any piece for that matter, because you've got the castle that's watching 2e as well as 1d, and then you've got the white block that's being covered by the pawn over at g2 to f3. So not really. I know he's trying to find an opening, but yeah. Iron Solo sitting with less than 8 minutes on the clock. Josh says, let's go Musgrave. So we have got some supporters for Iron Solo, but I personally, I'm only supporting Tranquil Fishy for the mere fact that it would be interesting to see Iron Solo have one defeat. Nothing against Iron Solo. Love the guy very much. I mean, I make memes about him. I make memes about Rory from Polokwane. I mean, I would say is kind of like the, how do I say it? Not the MVP, but just more like someone who deserves to get a call out. Wait a minute. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. What has happened here? What has happened here? What? How? What? Huh? I'm sorry. I've disconnected here. I'm just going to have to reconnect and figure out what the heck happened here. What in heaven's name? How did that happen? How did that happen? What? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little bit confused here because Tranquil has not played. How did Iron Solo? How? Am I missing something? Oh no. Tranquil didn't see that at all. He completely missed that. He completely missed that. Oh no, that is horrible. That is an instant 6-point lead for Iron Solo. The most valuable piece for Tranquil Fishy has just been taken out. I don't think Tranquil's going to be able to beat Iron Solo now. Oh, that is so unfortunate. What happened? All right, I'll go back for you guys, okay? So you remember how Iron Solo moved this bishop up to g4. The move that Tranquil responded with, instead of moving his queen out the way, was he moved his pawn from 4e onto 5e because he didn't even see that his queen was in jeopardy. So now Iron Solo just says, thank you very much, I'm going to snatch that, and there it goes. That was a 9-point lead, and obviously now he's going to try to trade that bishop, but either way it doesn't matter. Even though Iron Solo has got less time here, Tranquil, the only way Tranquil's going to win this is if he literally is a speedster on time. If he can drain all 6 minutes of Iron Solo's time, that's the only way he's going to win. Oh, that is so unfortunate. What an amazing matchup now coming to complete stop because of one fat blunder. I feel so sorry for Tranquil Fishy here. That is so unfortunate. Genuinely so unfortunate. As much as I would love to root for Umhlanga campus on this one, I cannot see a win on this. I mean, look at this. Iron Solo is now saying, all right, you can't touch me. I'm just going to start trading things out. Let's see where this goes. Your move, Tranquil. Tranquil, I'm sure, is so defeated. I'm sure he's so defeated inside after that. What a horrible, horrible turn of events. Oh, my... Chumudi Lamudi says, so Iron Solo never lost since the start of the tournament? Yeah, he has not lost a single game. And believe you me, we've got analytics to like see if people are like cheating or whatever. He's not cheating. This guy is genuine. So, yeah, I don't know if Tranquil's just going to throw in the towel now because he's starting to dart for pieces. But, I mean, Iron Solo's obviously, he values his bishops more than anything. He's going to try and take out that bishop, but obviously that bishop's going to try to move elsewhere. But, on the flip side, the bishop can only move onto b8 because if he moves onto 6b, Tranquil's bishop's going to move it out the way. But yeah, obviously here you can also have a trade-off where Iron Solo just puts his castle on top of his bishop and goes, all right, take my guy, I take yours. Simple as that. But obviously, you know, castles are worth more than bishops. So it's a loss for Tranquil even further. Iron Solo sitting with just under 6 minutes, and Tranquil Fishy has got 8 minutes left. Yes, so far he has the time advantage, but oh my soul, I don't know if he's going to win this one. I really, really don't know. That king is as good as covered between the castle and the queen for Iron Solo. Oh boy, look at this now. We've got 56% for Umhlanga Knights and 44% for Musgrave Kings. I've got a call incoming from Hanan. I'm just going to decline that for a second. maybe they'll pop me a message. Obviously, I don't want to stop my commentating here, but Dahiwe versus Josh, Dahiwe won. So that is 1 point so far for the Umhlanga Knights. Just going to ask here. All right, so let's have a look here and see what's been happening whilst I was looking away. For Iron Solo, he has bumped up his knight. His bishop. My apologies. But anyway, it is not looking good. It is really not looking good here for Tranquil Fishy, because now that bishop's going to be moved out the way, and it's going to give that pawn over at 5e full coverage. Oh my! It's nail biting. It's so nail biting. You'd think that the game's inevitable, but Tranquil is trying so hard to fight back. But the second that castle at row 1 is moved away, that queen at 6g is going to swoop right on down, and he's going to corner that king. And that's going to be game over. It will be as simple as that. Soundshock is saying, yes, he agrees. That's pretty much what's going to happen here. We can all see it coming, and it's just not... it's fair. It is fair. It's just unfortunate. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. That is so unfortunate. And now Tranquil Fishy, his time is closing ever so near on Iron Solo. I don't think he's going to have much of a time advantage now, because Iron Solo is just going to think on Tranquil's time. Iron Solo's just about got this. I don't think we're going to ever see anyone beat Iron Solo. Tranquil's going to move his bishop away. Iron Solo might want to move his queen forward. What's the play? Either way, moving the queen, that pawn forward might not actually be a good idea. I mean, we still have that knight over at g3 that's watching the block at 4e. So if that pawn moves on over, I mean, yes, you would think, okay, no, but there's also a bishop over at 7c watching the knight. But if you think about the pattern of events, it doesn't work out for Iron Solo when it comes to that pawn. So yeah, you would say, okay, cool, we've got a little bit of a tie in between. I don't think we do. And look at this. Iron Solo, I think, is willing to now trade because he's still got that queen. There's a trade-off. There's a full send coverage over at column D. That's it. That's it. That's going to be what causes this game to come to a close. I see how he's going to try and, you see, you got to be so careful here now, because yes, the queen is watching over that castle, and yes, there's one knight. There is currently one knight protecting that castle. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. I really am not sure what Tranquil can do. But Iron Solo's got less than 5 minutes. I don't know if Iron Solo's paying attention to his time. I'm sure some of us are hoping not, but I think he is. And remember, you receive an additional 10 seconds every time you make a move. So that's the beauty of rapid 15 by 10. But oh boy. I'm surprised 56% of you still say Umhlanga Knights could still win this. I mean, on the bright side, right? Iron Solo taking this win for Tranquil Fishy is going to help Musgrave get one step ahead. Which is why I'm saying if Musgrave takes today's spot, they're going to be in first place, in my opinion. They will probably be the winners of this entire tournament, even though Umhlanga Campus is currently first place. Because they've only played about 3 out of 5 of the games, if not 4. So, yeah. Chumudi Lamudi says, I have played Iron Solo and know he's a good player. Just didn't know he's never lost, and that just gets my blood running. Can't wait to face him again. Well, you know what, Chumudi? I'll do you a solid. If you are interested, why don't you and Iron Solo during one of our commercial breaks here, why don't you guys have a blitz game and we'll watch it? I'm so down for that. I love someone who wants vengeance. And I don't know if Iron Solo is much of a blitz player. We've clearly established he's a rapid player. But maybe you'll feel a little bit better if you have a blitz or a bullet. Let me know in the chat how you feel about that, because if you are down to do that in this stream, I'm sure a lot of people will be willing to see that. Chamudi Lamudi, which campus are you representing, by the way? Or rather, what's your chess tag? I would love to know who you are. Let everyone know. Everyone who's listening, let me know in the chat. Would you like to see Chamudi Lamudi go up against Iron Solo for a blitz? And now Iron Solo, 8 points ahead, is trading out pawns because he can. It's as simple as that. He's moved his queen. He's moved his castle. He's taking full coverage. That castle is gonna. Sorry, Tranquil Fishy's king is Dunzo's. Regardless of whether he moves it out of the column or not, I don't see him getting out of this. Yes, he's got 6 minutes to work with, but Iron Solo's got 420, and if he's playing quicker than 10 seconds, he's gonna make profit on time. Oof. Anyway, 28 votes, 55%. Sorry, someone's busy messing around with that voting poll, but 55% on Umhlanga Knights, 45% on Musgrave. What is going to happen here? Is Tranquil going to trade or no? Chimudi Lamudi says, I'm definitely down. I am CRVD Raptor from PTA Rooks. Okay, so we have a Pretoria player who wants some blood. Fresh blood for Musgrave. So, if my boy, I think it's Joshua Govender. I could be wrong. If he is down to let Iron Solo know, that would be cool. How's it Sheldon? This is Hanan. Hey, okay, so Iron Solo's name is Hanan. I believe the queen blunder was a misclick on Tranquil's part. Could we rematch and discard this game? Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, are you hearing this? Iron Solo wants to forfeit the game and have a rematch with Tranquil. How respectful is that? How bloody respectful is that? Guys, we have got to get on a call with the campus captains right now, and we need to hear about what the heck is going on. That is big, big news. This is big news. Ladies and gentlemen, we might not see the end of this gigantic matchup. We might just get a rematch of the two biggest players versus each other. So let me give Joshua Govender a call, although he's probably playing a game now. I don't know if he's playing a game. If he's playing a game, I'll leave him be. Yo, Josh.
Yo, what's up?
Are you listening to me on stream at the moment?
Pardon, sir?
Are you listening?
Oh my gosh, wow.
Whoa.
Yo. I'm not thinking. What up?
Okay. So
What?
Iron Solo has messaged me and he wants to have a rematch with Tranquil.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So here's the thing. I think we should give Iron Solo the point for this game. Okay. And then I think after that.
Wait. Sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
Okay.
There was just a bit of noise.
Are you busy having a game at the moment?
No.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is, let's give Iron Solo this point, but for the sake of out of respect and courtesy, we'll have a no-pointer game between Iron Solo and Tranquil Fishy, just to see where the game would have gone if Tranquil hadn't made a blunder.
Oh, you mean that queen blunder?
Yeah,
I mean, what happened there.
Hanan messaged me and he said, and Hanan, for clarity for the audience here, he's Iron Solo. He doesn't feel satisfied with how the game's turned out because he believes that Tranquil made a fat blunder. I mean, that's some sportsmanship on another level. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say massive kudos to Iron Solo. I know he's gonna grab this win shortly, but I think what we will do for the audience who's interested.
So when will we have the rematch?
I think we should have the rematch after round 4. If the players are not worn out. If they are worn out, we'll schedule it for another time. But I think that this audience wants to see a rematch. In fact, you know what would be more interesting? Let me quickly before I say anything else. All right, I've got a little surprise for everyone in the audience here. And a little surprise for you as well that I think we should go forward with. I'm going to get Alex from Umhlanga campus on a call. And I'm going to make a suggestion. I'm going to make a proposal. Let me just get him on here.
Right. Actually, wait. I can put you through to him.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I'm ringing him up.
No, he's like right here.
What do you mean he's right here?
No, like I'm standing next to him.
You're standing next to Alex.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
How?
Alex from... Oh, there's an Alex and you said I'm
Okay, all right.
Oh
now I see the confusion. Okay. No.
Wow, there's an Alex. Wait, who's Alex and Umhlanga?
The chess captain of Umhlanga is Alex.
Oh, wow. How about that?
Anyway. Okay, so I can't seem to ring him up now, but here's what I want to make as a suggestion. We have got a player from Pretoria Rooks who wants a rematch against Iron Solo, and I said during a break he should have a game against Iron Solo, like as a blitz. I think let's give Iron Solo and Tranquil Fishy a blitz, and then we'll give the Pretoria player Raptor versus Iron Solo in another break a blitz. So I'll just quickly message Hanan, let him know the news. No additional points will be given, but yeah, Iron Solo's just taken that win now. But anyway, let me get hold of him quick. I'm going to add him onto this call actually. Is Hanan by you?
Hannon, no, he's not.
Hanan, my apologies. Okay, I'm going to give him a call quick. All right, I'll catch you later.
Okay, yeah.
Good stuff. All right, let's quickly give Hanan a call and let's see how he felt about that game. Hello, hello, hello.
How's it, Charlton? How are you?
Good in you, my man.
I'm alright, bro.
Good stuff. So tell me a little bit about this game.
Okay. So, firstly, Tranquil is a really solid player, and then obviously like the Queen blunder. So he told me in chat that was a misclick. So I don't know from
Look,
here what I want
if-
to give him a rematch.
If you want to offer him a rematch, here's what I suggested. Out of pure fairness, I appreciate your respect and sportsmanship. I still want to issue you this point, though, okay? I want to give you this point, and I wanted to suggest that you and him have a blitz game right now. During the break, I think you guys have a blitz game for all of us to see how it would have gone without any blunders. Are you down for that against Tranquil?
Okay, sure, that's fine.
I think let's do that. And then if you guys want after the stream, you're more than welcome to verse each other again. If not, after the 4th round, I'm more than happy to spectate you guys versus each other in a rapid again. But I think let's have a blitz. But you are the Iron Solo, the undefeated player so far of this entire tournament, leading first place.
Yeah.
Dude, look at you go. Please keep it up. I'm very proud of you, and you are making your campus very proud because you guys could actually beat Umhlanga tonight. But anyway, I'm going to leave you for now. I'm going to watch you play your blitz game against Tranquil. Tranquil, if you are watching this right now, don't feel too bad. You're about to have a rematch. All right, catch you in game.
So the blitz game, what would be the time control?
That is an excellent question. Let us ask here. I'm going to start a voting poll real quick.
Okay.
I actually don't think I can start a voting poll. Let me ask the people in chat. Guys, do we want a 3-minute blitz or do we want a 5-minute blitz? What are we thinking? I'll take the first answer. Or the first 3 answers. Sure, people are typing up. Let's see. Guys, just say 3 or 5. That's what I want to know. 3 or 5. 3 or 5. I'll give you guys 10 seconds. Otherwise, I'm going to make a decision for myself. What do we want, people? What do we want? I don't see anybody typing. I'm going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think the 2 of you, I want to see you guys have a 3-minute blitz.
3-minute blitz. Okay.
3-minute blitz. Let's do this. And then we'll
can we have increments? Is that fine? 3 minutes, 2 seconds.
I mean, we've got someone here who's asking. We've got people asking for 5 minutes. Can we make it a 5-minute?
Okay, 5 minutes is better.
Okay,
yeah,
we'll make it a 5-minute. All right, I'll watch you in game.
cool.
All right.
Okay,
Adios.
cool. Thanks, Shelton.
Cheers, man.
Bye.
All right, good stuff, people. Let's have a look and see what we've got in store for us now. You guys want to see the 5-minute blitz against Tranquil Fishy versus the Iron Solo. Let's see how things would have gone if we didn't have that blunder. But regardless, Iron Solo's still getting that point. He's still taking that point. Either way, let's refresh this page. I'm going to commentate like no one's business. Iron Solo, here we go. Come on, let us in. And let's go. All right, sweet. We've got Iron Solo versus Tranquil Fishy. Tranquil Fishy is white. We've got Iron Solo as black. So far, we've got knights and bishops all over the place. We've got pawns moving up onto 4 and 5. Rose here, they are playing like absolute wildfire right now. We've already got a castle from Tranquil Fishy, and Iron Solo looks like he's going to try and castle as well, moving his knight down to 6F because he wants to make a little bit of space between the king and the castle. We have got Tranquil Fishy who's also moving his bishops out. They just want full coverage of the board. And yes, we've got Iron Solo now who's protecting his bishop and his pawn. This is a very similar gameplay from the last one. With regards to that bishop and that pawn here. And now we've got the knight moving straight up, trying to attack that Iron Solo. I think Tranquil Fishy wants blood for sure. Tranquil Fishy now moving his pawn up again, trying to get as much coverage as he can on the board. And so far, these guys are neck and neck when it comes to time. But in this game mode, you do not have any time. Sorry, Chimudi, I forgot to tell him about you. I will definitely let him know. We've got a trade-off now. We've got Tranquil who's currently 1 point ahead. And look at this, the king fully exposed. Is Iron Solo's weakness speed? Is that his weakness? If he doesn't have time to think, just do. Is that his problem? Tranquil Fishy now taking full advantage now of that space. I think that we could actually just see a quick win for Tranquil Fishy here. And if so, that's redemption, people. That is pure, true redemption. Right, Iron Solo now consuming a lot of time. He is currently 4 minutes and 10 seconds closing in. And now we look like Tranquil is going to have the time advantage, which is fantastic, unless you have someone thinking on your time. He's going to threaten the bishop. Is Tranquil going to see that? No, he's not, which means that bishop's going to get traded out now. But does Tranquil care right now? I think he's just wanting to go straight for the jugular, which is, in fact, the king. I think he's going to move his queen over to G3 because of that bishop over at C8 that's watching all those white blocks over there, including FG. So, sorry, 4G. My apologies. But yeah, we've got the knight now that's trying to give a little bit of protection. But yeah, look at this trade out. Iron Solo and Tranquil get to say no thank you. And we have got a check for the bishop that's moved out the way. I think we're going to get a trade-off of bishops right now. I mean, that's what I would do in a blitz. But anyway, is he going to follow through in that? He doesn't really have anywhere else to put that bishop. But no, he's going to move his queen in either which way because he really wants to go straight for the jugular of that king. I mean, that bishop that's sitting over at 6H, very dangerous combination with that queen over at 3G. Iron Solo now sitting with 3.5 minutes left. Tranquil at 4 minutes. And now he's going to go for that bishop. But I think that was a big mistake that he made on his end. I mean, yes, no. Because now the queen can't take the pawn. And he's also threatening the bishop. So Tranquil's probably going to have to be forced to move the bishop away. Very clever stuff. But yeah, no, he's going to just move his queen right on over. So that when he moves the bishop, he's probably going to put the king in check. But he's also going to be able to snatch one of the pieces. Which piece? No idea. But let's see what happens now. Iron Solo with just over 3 minutes. He's at the time disadvantage. So he needs to make a play and he needs to make it really quick. And so he retaliates. He's going to move the king away. What is he thinking? I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe it's a good move. Maybe it's a bad move. But he's going to put the Tranquil in check. And now there's a trade-off. Still Tranquil's 1 point ahead. He's going to threaten the bishop over at 5C. Are they going to trade off? It would be a good idea for Tranquil. Because then if he can get that pawn from 2F out of the way for the castle, he can take full coverage of the king. And that'll be it for the Iron Solo. Could we see his first loss? He's going to move his bishop away. I don't know why he's going to do that. It didn't make much of a difference. And now the queen just creeping up closer and closer towards the Iron Solo. But Iron Solo's going to retaliate by having his queen now step in and say, don't touch my man. But anyway, Tranquil Fishy moving his pawns up. We have got a trade off. That was a ridiculous move on Tranquil's end now because the Iron Solo just found a gap. Oh my soul, look at this. Oh my word, Iron Solo is 4 points ahead just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever seen a game like this? Oh my soul, look at this. I cannot believe it. Is Iron Solo really going to still win this game? Did we just witness another blunder? I cannot believe my eyes. I genuinely cannot believe my eyes. Look at this. Are we going to watch Iron Solo win this game at all odds against him? What on earth is going on? Iron Solo with just over 2 minutes, Tranquil Fishy with 3 minutes. But once again, time advantage means nothing if you're at a loss of pieces. And I mean, yes, he still has his queen for the time being, but my word, what is he going to do with it? I have no idea. He's only got a queen and a king and a bunch of pawns to work with. Iron Solo's got 2 castles to work with. Oh my word. I can't. Ooh, what is happening? Is he trying to bait him now with that pawn, trying to get the castle and the queen to trade off? Iron Solo's going to see right through that. I don't even think he's worried too much about time, but he's got less than 2 minutes. He could still lose the time. He could. He might. Will he? Also, to the players who are supposed to be playing now, please don't worry. We are going to just quickly tally up the scores, and then you guys can start your next game, okay? Whew. And the castle was moving up. I don't know, guys. I genuinely don't know how I know what I'm seeing. I just don't know what I'm supposed to say about it because it just is so confusing. I mean, with such little time on the board, I don't know what they're trying to do here, but yeah. Oh, man, here we go. Here we go, indeed. Here we go. We got a trade-off of a pawn. Is he going to trade pawn for pawn? He can't because the castle is watching over the king. So he's just going to snatch up 2 free pawns there because who's going to take what now? Oh, guys, we're looking at the trade-off of the tournament. Castle traded. Are we going to see another castle traded? Tranquil could pull it off. He could. He could take that castle. Does he want to, though? We don't know. He's got 3 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. What is he going to do? He's going to move away. Oof. I don't know if that was a play now because Ironside is going to trade and naturally, yeah, we've got a resignation now. Tranquil has decided to humbly resign and Iron Solo is taking that win. Iron Solo is undefeated. So please, guys, join us in the next break at 12:30 between CRVD Raptor against Iron Solo in a blitz game. Raptor, you better be ready. Or should I say Chumudi Lamudi. Such a, you know what, it's like honey on tongue to say that. But anyway, all right, so thank you very much, gentlemen, for that game. I'm going to quickly move on back, transition this, and let's have a look and see what we can find. All right. Let's move back here. Okay, so the first game we are looking for is Iron Solo versus Tranquil. I don't even have to look there. We all know that Iron Solo won that game. So look at this. Iron Solo sitting at 13 points and counting. So let's just put 1 point here, 0 points here, and then we are going to make this gray. Let's quickly move that to gray. We're going to move this now to yellow, and let's see what the score is. Right. The next one we're looking for is Shaylin versus Hypnos the Great. Shaylin and Hypnos the Great. Guys, I might be blind. I'm so sorry. Hypnos. There we go. Hypnos the Great. I see that the gentlemen are starting their games now. Please go for it whilst I tally up these scores. Between Shaylin and Hypnos the Great, we have got a draw, ladies and gentlemen. So Shaylin is going to grab himself half a point. And Hypnos the Great is going to grab himself half a point. Guys, this is the most intense matchup I mean, this is the most intense tournament day that I've seen. This is what I've been hoping for, to see a game like this. But anyway, the next one we're looking for is Mr. Dunn versus Dahiwe Don. Let's see how those results went. Between Mr. Dunn and... Do my eyes deceive me? Did Mr. Dunn verse... Oh, my apologies. Wait, hold on. He's... Sorry. Mr. Dunn's supposed to be versing Thrishin, and Thrishin won that. Okay. Thrishin is from... Umhlanga camps. Oh, that was... My apologies. That was 7. That needs to be 8, not 5. Sorry, guys. Right. It's currently neck and neck, guys. 1.5 to 1.5. The next result is going to mean everything. Between Joshi and Dahiwe Don. Let's see here. And Dahiwe Don won that game. Which means that at the moment, Umhlanga campus is leading this tournament by 1 point. So let's quickly go here. Move this on over to 2.5, and then I will just update the score for all of you guys. Let me just change on over to the half grid, and then let me just find the scoreboard. Properties, and we have got 1.5. Well, actually, hold on. Let me just triple check here. Okay, so I'm just going to say 2.5 to 1.5. Hit OK. Transition this over, and now you guys can see. Right, so just saying here for the gentlemen who don't know yet, your schedule is as follows. Between 12 and 12:30, we have got Iron Solo versus Hypnos the Great, Shaylin versus Thrishin, Mr. Dunn versus Dahiwe, and Joshi versus Tranquil. I'm going to switch on over back now for you guys to see. I'll have a little bit of music playing whilst I give my voice a break. Let's go to Joshi. switch that on over for you guys. And there you are. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy. And then, yeah, get back to you guys at some stage. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just quickly get this music off here. Hope everybody is well. And yeah, wow, we have taken quite some time to get the second round done. I'm going to ask that the gentlemen who are supposed to be playing their third round start it. Raptor, if you are watching this, I just want to let you know that we'll probably have to move it a little bit because the third round is supposed to be commencing now. We are supposed to have for round 3 between 1:45 and 1:15 Iron Solo versus Trishen, Shaylin versus the Don, Mr. Dunn versus Tranquil Fishy, and Joshi versus Hypnos the Great. So I'm just going to quickly have a look and tally up who's been winning. I'm going to change this on over. If you need to see that, just to rewind the stream. Okay, so for the second game, Iron Solo versus Hypnos the Great. Let's see how that game went. I just want to find one of them. Here we go. Between Iron Solo and Hypnos the Great. Oh my word, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot believe it, but Iron Solo has lost his first game. What the heck? Okay. Hypnos the Great, congratulations to you. That's big, man. You have actually won against Iron Solo. I am so impressed. That's big. That is big. All right. So let's quickly move on back there. Guys, wow. Can I get a couple of round of applause in the chat? Yeah, Chimudi just says we're witnessing Iron Solo's first loss. That is, wow, stupendous. Shaylin versus Trishen. Let's have a look here. That means that, by the way, that means that if Tranquil Fishy won against Joshi, that means that Tranquil will be tied up for first place between him and Iron Solo. Between Trishen and Shaylin. Trishen won that game. So let's have a look here. Right, and then, okay, so it looks like it's going to be Umhlanga's game for the round 2. The next one I'm looking for is Mr. Dunn versus the Don. Who's messaging me? Okay, no, nothing. Okay, the Don and Mr. Dunn. The Don won that one. My word, it looks like Umhlanga's just gotten salty now. Gee whiz. Musgrave, what's happening? I really hope that between Joshi and Tranquil, Joshi has got this now, but anyway. Okay. Joshi won that game. Okay, so it means that Iron Soda is still ahead of Tranquil for the time being, but Joshy's given his team a point now. Congratulations, Joshy. Let's just up that to 8 and give you guys 2.5. All right, sweet. Let me just quickly update the half grid board for you guys. Score, properties, and then this is going to be 5.5 against 2.5. So that is okay. Transition that over. That is the current score, ladies and gentlemen. Let me actually transition this back real quick, just so that I can move the score a smidge. There we go. And then we'll move that back on over. Sweet. Let's get on then with the third round. I see that people have already started their games. Fantastic. Let's see here. Who's Josh supposed to be playing against in the third round? He's supposed to be versing Hypnos the Great. Is he? Yes, he is. Okay, good stuff. So then we'll just leave that be. Having a look at the voting poll here, we've got Umhlanga Knights with 57% and Musgrave at 43%. So it does look like a lot of people are leaning towards Umhlanga now. But yeah, Chumudi Lamudi says, no stress, Graham. So I'm assuming you're referring to your game, your blitz against Iron Solo that will have to be postponed a little bit here. But I appreciate your patience and I appreciate you, my man. Cool. Let me switch this back over and enjoy. Hey everybody. I don't know if my eyes deceive me, but it looks like round 3 is already finished. I'm a little bit shocked because, it's 20 minutes early, but I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's have a look here. Iron Solo versus Thrishen is the game we're looking for. And Iron Solo won that game, so Iron Solo is going to grab a 14th point. And then 3.5. The next one we are looking for is Shaylin versus Dahiwe Don. And Dahiwe Don won that game. Then the next one we are looking for is Mr. Dunn versus Tranquil Fishy. And Tranquil Fishy got that one. Ooh, jeez, almost 121 points. Just want to have a look here. Between Tranquil and Iron Solo's 2 points ahead. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Then between Joshi and Hypnos the Great. Let's have a look here. Joshi and Hypnos the Great. Joshi won that game. So it looks like Musgrave is caught up a little bit, but they will have to win every single game in order to beat beat Umhlanga today, or get 3 out of the 4 games won just to tie. So I think what we'll do is during our break, I don't know if Raptor is here. Are you here? I see Jess Governor saying, well done, Josh. And Cindy Governor saying, good game, Joshy. Hey, he's got some support here, eh? Look at that. Okay, so Iron Solo, if you are hearing me, we have got a Pretoria player who would love to have a game against you. I wanted to make it a Blitz 5-minute. So we are looking for CRVD Raptor versus Iron Solo. This is Raptor here. If you guys can just have a quick Blitz 5-minute, and then we will start the final round. I'm going to quickly refresh page. Just going, I actually think I did let you know. Wow, 3 sneezes. My goodness, excuse me. Yeah, no. My sneezes are not the most attractive, but anyway. Let's see here. I suppose we just need to keep a watchful eye on Iron Solo and see if we've got a blitz underway here. Just going to have to keep refreshing the page. All right, looks like Chumudi Lamudi is ready, and Josh says, yes, Josh. I don't know if this is a different Josh. Maybe it's Josh Prithviraj. I don't know. But we love the Joshes. Mr. Dunn versus Tranquil 1. Thank you, Joshua Governor. Okay. Just waiting on CRVD Raptor and Iron Solo quick. Voting poll, we've got 57% from Umhlanga and we've got 43% from Musgrave. Still nothing between Iron Solo and CRVD Raptor. Maybe he doesn't know. Let me just triple check with him. Well, I've sent him a message now. But so far, still nothing. Doesn't look like any players are online at the moment, my word. Alright, let me leave the music on for the time being until I see that this game is underway. Hello again. Okay, so Raptor, if you're hearing me, apparently Iron Solo is already starting his 4th game. He doesn't know if he's going to be able to squeeze in his game with you right now, because the gents want to finish their 4th round as soon as possible. So I'm hoping that he'll be able to play that with you as soon as the 4th round's over. But yeah, for anyone who is playing, the 4th round can commence now if you wish. We need Iron Solo versus Dehiwadon, Shaylin versus Tranquil Fishy, Mr. Dunn versus Hypnos the Great, and then Joshi versus Thrishen. Gentlemen, start your engines. When you're ready, you can get set and you can go. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I think that all of the games are now completed. So let's have a look at the final scoreboard and see what's happening. So let me just quickly check my schedule here. For the fourth round, the first one we're looking for is Iron Solo versus Dahiwe Don. Iron Solo, where are you? You are here. Let's see what your results were. The Iron Solo ended up in a draw with Dahiwe Don. That is interesting. Iron Solo has 14.5. Giving his team now 5 points. And that means as well that Dahiwe Don earns himself a 12th. Leading with this score up to now 8. So it's currently 5-8. Let's see how the rest of this goes. We are looking for now Shaylin versus Tranquil Fishy. Shaylin and Tranquil Fishy. Here's Tranquil Fishy. Right. So between Shaylin and Tranquil Fishy won that. So let's just look here. Tranquil Fishy will earn himself a 13th. Yes, he's catching up slowly to Iron Solo. Half a point by half a point. So that will be a 9th for Umhlanga Campus. And then Mr. Dunn versus Hypnos the Great. Between Mr. Dunn and Hypnos the Great won that. Oh. Let me give him a point here. And then the last one we're looking for is Joshi versus Thrishen. And between Thrishen and Joshi won that game. Well done, Josh. Let's hop you on over here to 10.5. Giving your team a final score of 6. So, ladies and gentlemen, the final score is 6-10. Umhlanga has won today. And looking at the points now, I believe that Umhlanga has played all of their games. So they are at 43.5 points now as a final score. We've got Musgrave at 32 points. I think they either have 1 or 2 more games to play. Polokwane is sitting at 24, Centurion 14.5, Newton at 9, and Pretoria at 16. So now it is time for the rest of the teams to catch up to Umhlanga, but that is the score to beat. Can anyone surpass that score? I have absolutely no idea. But if that is the final game, that will be the final one for Tranquil. And either way, it looks like Iron Solo is just about going to win the lead player of this tournament, regardless of how many games he's played here. So Dahiwe ended on 12, Tranquil ended on 13, Hypnos ended on 9.5, and Thrishen ended on 9. Very, very excellent work from you, gentlemen. You kept us all thoroughly entertained. I want to triple check here. I'll check after the stream if that is their final game. But to everybody who has been with us for this entire stream, I'll check your chat here real quick. I see here, SB says, excellent initiative from Centurion Campus. Miss M, kudos to you and your time. And the guy that hosts this, very professional. Thank you very much. I highly appreciate that. SB says, Team RUC, all the best, my sons. RUC. Richfield. Hi, okay, but anyway, either way, I appreciate the compliments. I see that in today's bracket, we had 54% of people saying that Umhlanga would win, and they did indeed win today. To everybody who's been here, thank you so much for your time. Join us again tomorrow. I believe it's Centurion. Who are we versing tomorrow? Does anybody know? Anybody want to tell me who Centurion's versing tomorrow? Because we have versed Musgrave, we versed Polokwane, we versed Umhlanga. So the only 2 teams we have left to verse is Newton and Pretoria. I know Pretoria's on the first, so I believe it's Centurion versus Newton tomorrow. That's going to be an interesting one because the only teams that my team hasn't versed are the ones sitting in the bottom 3. which is obviously, I mean, my team's one of them, and then it's Newton and Victoria. So I'm really hoping we're going to be able to snag some points from Newton. Obviously, I wish them all the best for tomorrow, but I have confidence in all of my team players. And yeah, look, we all have about between 2.5 points to 5 points. But I do like that, even though we are definitely not ranging in some of these other campuses, we are most certainly a balanced team, and I'm having a lot of fun with them. So yeah, only time's going to tell how far we are going to push ourselves, but we only have 2 games to go. I don't know how many games Newton has left. Pretoria has, is it 2 or 3 games? I actually think it's 3. Pretoria's versus, I'm actually not sure. But anyway, before I fry my brain too much, thank you guys so much for your time, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place.